Katie O'Connell. I'm with Tap Milwaukee. Joining me today, we have John Oates from Hall & Oates. How are you doing?
I am doing fantabulous.
What a great answer. Nobody has found that answer
That's
yet.
right, thank you.
All right, now first question. When you're out on the road, do you have a tendency to do some of your own stuff, Hall & Oates stuff, new stuff, old stuff? What kind of mix you're looking for?
Well, when I'm out on the road, it depends on what band I'm playing in. If I'm playing in my solo band, promoting my solo album, Mississippi Mile, don't forget that, I play my solo stuff. And, sprinkle in a little Hall & Oates stuff, a little old stuff. But when I play with Daryl, of course, we play Hall & Oates music. That's what we do. That's why it's Daryl and John Oates. So, it's great. I'm very fortunate to have the ability to do both. Mm-hmm. And I love going back and forth because they're two completely different worlds.
Now, speaking of Mississippi Mile, that is your album that came out in April?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, and it's kind of a more bluesy, getting back to those type of roots. Tell me a little bit about it, what it was like to record it, what you really like about it.
Well, it took 4 days to record and it took a year to come out. Only because I had to work something out with the record company, but it's a very rootsy, real record made in the style that the music was made in back in the day when musicians sat around in a circle and just played. There's very little overdubs, there's no studio wizardry, it's just really about a great group of musicians, some great songs, and singing and playing, and that's what it's about. And 80% of the vocals on the record are what I sang as we were cutting the tracks. I don't think we did more than 1 or 2 takes on any track, so it's almost a live album in the studio, really is what it is. And I'm really proud of it. It's all the music and the songs that I liked when I was a kid growing up.
Is this a project you had wanted to do for a while or a long time in the making, or is this kind of an impromptu thing?
Yeah, it was. It was always in the back of my mind that one day I'd like to take all those favorite songs that I've always played over the years and record them. I think it's a thing that a lot of older artists think about. They want to pay tribute and homage to the stuff that really mattered to them as kids. Because you know how it is. The music you hear as a kid is the stuff that sticks with you for the rest of your life. So it doesn't matter whether you're young or old. It's still a very important part of your musical upbringing.
Okay, and then when you're talking about Hall & Oates and the inspirations you had going into that group, you guys have served as inspiration for current musical artists.
Sure.
How does that feel to know that the work that you've put out there is now inspiring others?
It feels great. It's the continuum. It's the way pop and rock has always gone. New artists and young people learn from the people they like and respect, and then they hopefully create something new of their own, and their creativity takes them someplace else. Still with the paying tribute to the original stuff.
As a songwriter and as somebody who's evolving as a musician, where do you draw your inspiration from, especially when you're working within different types of music?
Other people, collaborators. I think songwriting collaborations is a really magical thing, and I don't mean to sound too hippy-dippy like Drew Barrymore or something, but seriously, it is magical because you create something out of nothing. And when two people get together and start exchanging ideas, I think it's one of the most it's very exciting and kind of heady kind of feeling. It's almost, trippy in a way. You just go, wow, where'd that come from? And then, a very obscure idea can lead to another idea that, and sometimes it takes you to places you never expected to be. So I really think that my inspirations come from experience, personal relationships. Obviously, that's usually a very popular place to draw inspiration from. But over the years, you can never tell. Sometimes it's very mundane and simple. It could be a headline that you read in the newspaper, a snatch of conversation that you hear passing by, a movie. It could be almost anything.
Okay, and speaking of collaborations, then you have some collaborations going on for Mississippi Mile, yes?
On Mississippi Mile, I wrote 2 songs on my own, and the rest of them are songs that I liked when I was a kid. But what I did was I took these great songs by Elvis, Mississippi John Hurt, Curtis Mayfield, Chuck Berry, and what I did was I took them and I reimagined them. And as a songwriter, I wanted to stay true to the essence of the song, but really make it feel like something more my own. So that's really where the album's coming from, and I have the most amazing group of musicians, superstars from the world of bluegrass and roots music like Sam Bush and Jerry Douglas and Mike Henderson and Becca Bramlett, and just some incredible people on the record.
Okay, and a big Hall & Oates fan. You still having a problem with them, or are they still bugging you too much, or how is it that relationship with the fans that you've had for so long?
I'm blessed to have Hall & Oates fans who have stuck with us for years and years, and at the same time have an entirely new audience of younger fans who have been turned on to us by the new groups who we mentioned earlier. So it's pretty incredible what's happening. Daryl and I go out and play, and we're amazed to see such an amazing mix of people and an incredible new generation of fans. So it's really cool.
Okay, I was gonna say one of the songs that you guys did, the "You Make My Dreams Come True,"
Right.
featured in the movie The Wedding Singer, and so.
And that was actually and it was also featured in 500 Days of Summer. Big part of 500 Days of Summer too. That song's been used a lot.
Yes. How do you feel about that? You like seeing it kind of? You talked about being reimagined.
I think it's great. In fact, I did "You Make My Dreams Come True" on my new album. I did a Texas swing version, which just goes to show you that a great song like "You Make My Dreams Come True" can be done in a lot of different ways, and it's still a good song.